For what? Over a decade now, they've been the two guys at the top of the mountain. Two absolute legends whose careers have practically mirrored each other, defining an entire generation of football. So today we're going to break down one of the greatest rivalries in sports history, Lionel Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, it's the question, right? It's the one that's kicked off arguments in every bar, every living room, and every group chat on the planet. Messi or Ronaldo? It's more than just who you like better. It's about what you value most in a player.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to cut through all the noise, set aside our team loyalties, and just look at the raw data, the numbers, the records, and the cold, hard facts that build the case for each of them.
All right, first up, the man who seems like he was built in a lab to score goals, Cristiano Ronaldo. His case really is built on one simple thing, putting the ball in the back of the net over and over and over again.
And this is the knockout punch for anyone on Team Ronaldo. It's simple. No one in the history of the sport has scored more official goals. Period. It's his biggest and, you could argue, his most powerful claim in this whole debate.
And get this, he's not even done. His big goal now is to hit 1,000 goals before he hangs up his boots. 1,000. That number sounds like something out of a video game, and it tells you everything you need to know about his insane drive and his ability to stay at the top for so long.
But it's not just that he scores, it's how he scores. A huge part of Ronaldo's game is built on just pure elite athleticism. I mean, the guy's a physical specimen. His power, his speed, his jump, it all lets him score goals that most players wouldn't even dream of attempting.
And if you want a perfect example of that physical dominance, just look at headed goals. It's not even a competition. Ronaldo has scored more than 5 times as many goals with his head as Messi has. It's a crystal clear picture of how his physical gifts translate into a tangible advantage.
Okay, so that's the case for Cristiano. But now let's talk about the other side of the coin, Lionel Messi. See, for him, the argument isn't just about scoring goals. It's about being the entire creative force for his team.
And this is where the goal-scoring debate gets really interesting. Yeah, Ronaldo has more total goals, but Messi actually has a better goals-per-game ratio. So on a match-by-match basis, he's actually been a more efficient scorer throughout his career. And that leads us to this term you hear all the time when people talk about Messi, the complete attacking player. It's not just about that final touch. It's about being the conductor of the whole orchestra. Seeing the pass no one else sees, dribbling through 3 guys, and then, yes, still scoring the goal.
Because with Messi, the argument goes way beyond just putting the ball in the net. He has way more assists than Ronaldo, which is a direct measure of his playmaking. Then you add in his dribbling, which is just legendary, and his almost psychic ability to see the game unfold. You start to see why his fans say he brings so much more to the table.
Okay, so we've looked at them individually, but what happened when these two giants actually went head-to-head on the same field? For almost 10 years in Spain's El Clásico, we got to see it play out. It was the ultimate test.
And when you look at the numbers from their 36 official meetings, wow, it tells a pretty interesting story. Messi's teams got the better of Ronaldo's more often, 16 wins to 11. And when it came to goals, they were neck and neck. Messi with 22, Ronaldo with 21. So a slight edge to Messi when they went toe-to-toe. Which brings us to right now, what some people are calling the final boss era of their careers. That last chapter where every single trophy, every single moment, feels like it could be the one that defines their entire legacy.
And you're not going to believe this, but both of them are actually aiming to play in the 2026 World Cup. Ronaldo will be 41 years old. That's just staggering. For Messi, it's a shot to defend his title. For Ronaldo, it's one last chance to grab the one major trophy that's always been just out of reach.
So as it stands right now, where are we? Well, the argument for Messi really got its ultimate punctuation mark with that 2022 World Cup win. That was the big one. Meanwhile, Ronaldo's case still stands on the bedrock of his incredible goal record and just unbelievable longevity.
And you know, for a lot of people, that World Cup win really was the moment that tipped the scales for good. The general feeling among most fans, most experts, is that lifting that trophy finally gave Messi the definitive edge in the GOAT conversation.
But the story isn't quite finished, is it? With one more potential World Cup on the horizon, this whole debate could get flipped on its head one last time. So I guess the question is, in this unbelievable rivalry, who gets to write the final page?